I want to bring back Matt Schlapp and Jason Johnson, and let's give Sean Spicer his say. He was on the Hugh Hewitt show this morning. Here's his response to the criticism.
That's what we do. We go back and forth, and I don't treat one person different than the next. To suggest that somehow because of her gender or race should be treated differently, I think is frankly demeaning to her.
Jason, does he have a point about that?
No, I don't believe him. I think it was offensive. I think it was inappropriate. I think it was racist, and I think it was sexist. We also have to remember that this is the same Sean Spicer who was caught on camera. He was being annoyed by a local woman at a local mall and said, "You're lucky that you still get to be in this country." And he said this to a Latina woman. So it's not like this is completely bizarre to think this is the case. We also have to remember that the rhetoric and the behavior of this administration from top to bottom have demonstrated a lack of respect and a lack of consideration for people of color. I'm not surprised, and it seems par for the course for how they've operated.
I think it's sad. I think this is not going to help our country. I don't think Sean Spicer's lying. I watch this press briefing every day. By the way, there's a lot of highlights. And he allows April, who's a friend of mine, I have deep respect for April, he allows her to ask multiple questions at every briefing. I thought this was too feisty, and I don't think the feistiness in the press briefings is actually that helpful. But I don't think there was any ill intent or disrespect meant. I think what you're seeing is a press secretary that's dealing with a lot of news every day all at once, and there's a lot to deal with. And I think that was a moment where he pushed back and got feisty with a reporter who he has a very good rapport with on most days.
So I want to walk a fine line because I spent years sitting in that briefing room.
You don't get to tell other people what racism is. Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Because you don't experience it.
You don't know what's in Sean's heart.
This has nothing to do. You don't need to raise your voice because that's the kind of racism I'm talking about. You just raise your voice at someone who's simply disagreeing with you. You have interrupted me throughout this entire exchange, and rather than speaking respectfully and considerately, you raise your voice at me because you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable. You are uncomfortable at being spoken to by someone who doesn't agree with you and recognize that you don't know what you're talking about.
Gentlemen. Thank you.
But